The teenage boy nodded. A stray cat hops soundlessly over.
Cascade. I'm not saying it's likely, Cascade, only that the possibility can't be dismissed out of hand. Point 1, nocturnality. Point 2, X-ray sight. Spoken like someone who's never locked eyes with a cat through a wall. We wait, of course. They know more about us than we do about them. They have their own method. And, I fear...
Your double continues walking, his hands clasped behind his back and his gaze restless. You approach the reality situation flyer once more. Bagman is still... His stare seems... He promises myriad truths. All right, hear this out. How about this poster for the wall next to your bed? Bagman's stare seems... You approach the reality situation flyer. The People's Bureau of... All right. Hear this out. How about this poster for the wall next to your bed? It's been adhered to the wall with blue... You step into the booth and press the receiver of the phone that makes people disappear against your ear. You hang up.
You're back again. I've already won.
Whoops. Time for an intriguing exit.
A thing? What's that mean? No, I do not. And there's no jail around here. How bad does it look?
Scaly reliefs and cracked plates, like some diseased armor.
Shit, I knew it. I hope it's not the topical ball repellent I've been using.
Common boar deterrents, loud noises and strong smells, such as predator urine, placed in strategic...
Are you serious? And right in the middle of a boar infestation, too. Nossa Senora Polaris. But just the little ones, yes? Good. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me? Not this again.
On.
My mother's sister, but she thinks that makes her my boss, too. Even calls me Little Morito. My hands are tied, legally. Pylons are out of my... The Guardia Municipals. Hero tram companies have their own branch of the Guardia. Anything... Good question. Really good question. We have a form for such inquiry. She's been a worry. Carmuna and most of the older folks, they can't accept that things overall. Look around. What do you make of the bazaar?
The GM gives you the most...
You're back again. It used to be a seasonal problem. Every autumn, some adults would come down bold and hungry. But lately, it's the hills up north, as far as I've heard. Validus, at best, they're a nuisance. The little ones are fine.
The way he intones the word mother suggests a primitive monophy...
They don't seem so bad if they're alone. But they're never alone. Oh, 100? 150 kilos? Easy. Massive. Furs all matted. Covered in scars, territorial too. Preys on... Well, if she did my job, there'll be no one left in Portofino. Tusks, claws, knives, bullets. Take your pick. Every few years, some brave moron tries to take her down, but... Good. You don't want to know what tusks... You back away. I can tell you Petra the music vendor's a major arsehole. I asked him about an old...
Doesn't make sense. Why not go for something that sinks?
I told him as much. He said that was the point. His demise should be slow, so that I don't get why he brings up all this violent stuff all the time. If he ever goes... Blood Golem is a band. Blood Golem heals all wounds. It's the sound that raised us from shit. Primal, filthy, slow, all... As a matter of fact, too powerful for most Portoferans. It's like...
The GM gives... A monolith of gleaming... One catches your eye in particular. A striking red and black can marked Heifer Red and Black Special. Automated featuring a transparent lid for the necro voyeurs. The machine doesn't care about your financial situation. You may find... now unoccupied payphone. Hello there. Anything, darling. Let me inside your head. You feeling odd? It's her. She's... I know everything about augmentoids. Her voice flat, emotionless. A cold, hard machine. Anything. Her voice instantly back to... I'm here. Lines always... You step away from the phone.
Hello, again. Until next. Hello, again. Until next time. Hello, again.
Hit this costume fraud with an undeniable truth.
No, it's not.
He has denied the undeniable. Prepare the...
Perhaps you are not familiar with how paranoid thinking can sometimes be.
Outrageous. Your urinary system is clinically and ideologically pristine.
Of course not. I'm just suggesting.
He sits at his desk, hands folded neatly in front.
I'd hardly call Gonzalo up here. Are you sure? Good. I'm just glad you don't seem to need medical attention in response to his medical attention. We used to work together. I'd rather not get into it, if you don't mind. Tell Gonzalo he can forget about this plaything. I was...
Only a fool would expect Gonza to be normal about anything.
I'm getting nauseous. Technically, it is a medical training dummy. He had it custom made. What need does he have for it anyway? He shouldn't even be practicing anymore. That is not Gonza's. That's a legitimate medical training device. Whatever pathology is at play, I want no part of it. I wouldn't know anything about that. I store it upstairs in the spare room. So I don't... I'm afraid not. That area is private. I've considered it. The sort of disposal. No, not a chance. Again? Without a prescription. I suppose I could sell you some melatonin tablets. Yes. Family medicine. Oh.
You just make out the sounds of the ex-pilots blabbering at one another, though their words remain.
No. I don't even know what a phone sex injury would entail. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Broken legs, heat.
Distemper is not a human disease.
Of course, I'm a real doctor, but
A real human doctor would have a real human medical license.
Of course. Until next time. Hello, again.
Doctors are all about giving out diagnoses.
I can assure you,
Denial, a sure sign that something is wrong. You've got to dig deeper.
I'm not going to.
Diagnosis, detached from reality.
Until next time. Hello, I hope that helps. Until next time.
You return to the. You let the ladder be. The now unoccupied. You step away from the. You return to the animal zone. You slip your lockpick into the keyhole. There's a loud metallic. You duck low beneath the shutter and out of.
Your presence is weak. Fate delivers.
The creature's eyes glow with cunning flame. On closer inspection, its eyes are no less cunning and its ears no less delightful.
Abandon your tremble before the majesty of my realm, and
Hard cut to his tiny face.
I'm king of trade! For now, enter the economic war zone. Keep your nonsense questions. Show me your objects.
The geezers of his...
A curse. Take it with you. No trade. Not talk.
Remember the box of dubbed martial arts tapes that one of your mother's work friends smuggled in for you when he came to visit in 17... You watched Iron Petal so many times you could recite her line.
Ha ha ha! I do as I do.
Indeed.
Secrets.
Where else would it get this stuff?
Do not consider yourself my equal. Concept been,
His eyes flared.
and all challengers welcome. Yes, yes.
He wriggles his toes, drawing your attention to the pile of miscellaneous A sneer waves impressed.
Symbolism unnecessary. Monarchy apart from
He closes one eye to consider you.
dynamic yet functionless.
The monkey bares his teeth at you. Tourist trinkets, veterinary tool. It looks like a dinosaur rampaged through a shop. The monkey bares his teeth at you. He flicks his ears in excitement.
Amassing crease.
You're talking to a monkey. You're going to have to ask specific questions.
Shiny containers reveled in. Contents ignored. Only most premium goods designed. Legs and head unadorned.
Legwear? A mask?
Condescend at peril. Everyone is bad at everything. Ponderer. Ah ha ha! Flimsy item desired. Shiny trade. Pleasing hinged open function. Accept. Glimmercube craved. Meaningless stuff.
He draws back a nasty little arm and whips that.
Traded.
He flicks his ears in excitement.
Amass increasingly desirable objects. Everyone is bad at it. Shiny containers reveled in. Ponderer. You are puny. Prove yourself. Variation in packaging proposed. Bring pleasing. Pleasing. Pleasing.
The tooth arcs through the air.
Yeah.
He flings the harness at.
Victim of trade. Farewell.
The desk is as you left it. You turn from the desk. You can make out an impression. The brightly coloured refreshments seem even more vivid upon... The refreshments remain... The iron railing sagged beneath...
Fag.
You take the proffered cigarette, light it on the flame that... Representatives of whichever...
Docks are wasted on these cunts. There are two classes of people like us, them who know how business works, and them who know how culture works. Criminals, you dick. Good ones. Not enough of us. Business up there with the silly cunts, culture down here between the cracks. Them? Nah. Hey, cunts! Watch you...
The figures turn to lurk, and the two of you vanish laughing into the...
Welcome back. Quite the commotion down there. Please.
Some questions don't require four, but the opposite. A life that demands abs... The pylon man turns his head, ever so slightly.
I can't say that I have. But that's quite troubling. Why do you ask? Not as such. There was some unsettling activity around here a few weeks back. A barge pulled up to the... I couldn't tell you. I've hardly seen anyone going around. If it's a business... It was the middle of the night. They cut the engine before approaching the waterlock. People usually navigate the canals as noisily as they please, even at night. My apologies. A few seconds later, and they were gone. When... I can't be sure.
Terror to most, but for those with...
A friend of yours? Oh, alright. In return, I...
The gate stands before you. Take the chain, but the chain resists. Regards from the gate. The metal creaks and gives way in another life. The rack stands alone. You leave the rack alone. Iron Petal 4 was playing on the television.
She's going to destroy him.
Her face glows with reflected colour. Johnny Chasm howls as Iron Petal's small fist punch.
Oh, that's vile. Ooh. How many times have you seen this one? Sounds kind of like the way of And you say there are 7?
After that, she'd call any time she found an ancient tape, a bootleg disc, a The fire exit remains ajar. You raise your hand to wave at the engineer on his part. The tableau states. The fire exit remains. You open the door and use the scarce moon.
Machines are simple.
Radiant's fingers dancing.
If you ever get stuck, you do what you...
3 possible. 1. Network should get you the list. The matrix of lines and pixels representing the city. Reno tell Di. Goodbye. The brightly coloured cans and cigarette packets seem even more if you change your...
We've just had a fumigation done. We're not due for another couple of years. Right, okay. What will it be?
She gives the photograph.
No. That's you.
She studies the photo.
I don't think I've ever seen more.
Most, not all.
That one was a carabinero, right? Right. That's tough. He died, I think. It's been a while. Almost 5 years. I can see that. How'd you say you knew him again? Oh. There was this guy he used to meet with, Rustamian. Heavy set. Pretty sure he was an informant. Yeah, go. I'm saying he might know more. Don't forget your photo. See you. Hello again. What will it be?
They're not here. Like one of those master sword makers the government subsidizes to make 2 blades a year.
Let me know if you need something else. See you.
Operant. Come around, have you? My offer is this. I share with you a little from my wall of shadows. You help me. Reading material. There's a bookstall. There's a certain magazine in there. I'd like you. Ultra middle-brow poetry, if I understand correctly. Somehow this city with a literacy rate hovering about 68%. Man, bring it here. Till next time. Operant. Till next time.
He returned to the work. You are not a craftswoman. Bagman gestures what the sounds from the...
I'll print. I'll be here if you...
The bed looks cold. You turn away. The bed looks cold and disheveled. You turn away. The bed look. You turn away.
I'll print. I'll be here if you... I'll print.
Sweet, slightly pungent.
Excuse me? I've been rumbled.
She produces a small brown...
It used to be a respectable habit, you know. Prescription. I don't see why a little rag now and then should be a big deal. Come off it. It's perfectly safe as long... All the same, I suppose it does look a touch unprofessional. Is this some kind of assessment? Nothing too much to tell. No, it's just us.
You, and the breathing mannequin.
No. Actually, to be honest, I find some of the things he says rather upsetting. I don't know. I guess I just like having something on in the background. Of course.
I'll be here if you...
Stopping abruptly by the honor book stall, your double Holocene opens the duffel bag he has. Blood type Hecatomb by H.S. Lastra.
4, actually. One is an old copy of mine. Annotation. Lastra's virtually unheard of here. I'm, you could say, pouring a new element into the city's psychic waters. I can trace certain changes in my cognition unfolding to this. I have reason to believe that this cognitive leap was set off by properties within the text itself. Possibly letter distribution patterns that correspond to certain proportions within the human brain. What? No, don't be ridiculous. I just want...
Smiling with a degree of mischievousness, he describes the copies of blood type Hecatomb. The stall remains as... Houseman wanted a poetry magazine from this place, didn't he? You flip through the stack of slim You scan the stall, but find no poetry section. Instead, most of those journals look cheap. Pulp adjacent, really. Exactly. Think high quality spine, silky cover, something with a premium heft to it. You just need to dig in. You flip through the stack of slim, staple-bound periodicals. Faded fashion You turn away. The stall remains as haphazard as ever, its payment bucket near empty. You turn away from the... The stall remains as haphazard as ever, its payment bucket near empty. You turn away from the... The stall remains as haphazard as ever. You turn away... The stall remains as haphazard as ever, its payment bucket near empty. You flip through the more recent issues focus on the emerging... do the dishonest thing. Nothing changes in the world. One cover catches your eyes. It depicts a leather-clad man. The hombre. You've seen that name before. Browsing at the newsstand while Tempo badgered and bartered over cigarettes. A quick flip through reveals the amount of blood spilled is only matched by the sheer amount of nudity. You do the honest thing. Nothing changes in... You turn away.
Hello again. What'll it be? Think you can hunt?
5 shots of shard. 2... The only cascade you know now is that of liquor, pouring from... As the night winds down, Lucia
Drink up. We close.
Cobblestones awash in early morning.
Surprise backup. Good. Crime scene's here. Failure to serve before 9. 6 more minutes. Then, if you insist. But I am here for work. Ugly Pelotic.
Work justifies presence.
One of the regulars will talk. Why are you out?
6 hours in the back of a tuk-tuk, watching a bordello's comings and goings, cupping smokes to hide the glow. The boy working the door forced smiles through smeared lipstick.
That seals it.
The doors open. You invest. The stool remains as haphazard as ever. Its payment bucket near. You turn away from the... The stool remains as Ouch. You catch your finger on an errant staple. The magazines bite back, resisting your futile effort to separate. You turn away from... You step up to the terminal again. Line diagnostic. Line diag node 04. Voltage minus. Perfect. Now activate pilot tone injection at 997 Hz. Minus. Tell terminal to make line go beep boop in a unique way. You're not sure how yet, but the wealth of details should. You close the box. The machine is still soured, but the piss smell.
Loneliest of
His half-hooded eyes struggle to locate.
the bank is always open. Yet, I visited an old friend. The moon. But all is secret. Like the sun. My old friend, the great Reno Eons, drew up his very first contracts when he was getting into private infrastructure. The blood-soaked arena was Reno's apartment. Cozy little penthouse that lit tippy-top of the housing campaign. Private top-shelf liquor mostly. The crowd a routing. I knew it was a mistake accepting the invitation. One can't not.
Equal parts capitalism and out.
We often do at our rare reunions. But no, some others fought alongside. Yes, my train incident. Serious. Not the No, model train. Fred's gone weaker than me.
You've wandered into some bizarre capitalist shit.
I believe I did. Sad, isn't it? Stay away from it. Oh well. What's to be done? The next 10 Thank you. High tragedy.
Alcohol was the key. Ply him with the stuff.
Freddy has made, in theory,
the senior negotiator.
There are 3 iron cast rules to economics. A. People respond. B. In the deplorable science. Terrifying, yet devious. But not unattractive. Yes, I think I'll take it.
He throws the alcohol back down his...
Metamoto is back. So, yes, the little reunion we had at Reno's. The one that there were a handful more high rankers. The prize train was in circulation, being shown off to a trusted few. A moment sits right on it. The crack, splintered plastic, a gunshot through the soul. Freddy, the jeune stayed seated on the wreckage for almost... He seized a moment of distraction, then, limping slightly, off he snuck. He did not. For 2, but he will notice if he hasn't already. He will notice. Reno cares about 2 things above all others. His cap. I, personally, have never before seen him disintegrate a model train. Fred has killer instinct. Robust at the table. That will be one. Bigger occasions have fallen through for less. Mine? I didn't see where he put the main part. Scampered off to a dark corner. Well, the other part is in the reliable hands of Metamo. I was trying to get the jeune out of a...
Trains are everything. The coolest thing created in living memory. He gazes at you. Suddenly sentimental.
Because it makes me... It is, of course. My friend the ambassador's wife, Lolita Calista. Goodbye. loneliest.
His half-hooded eyes struggle to locate yours. This man is no would-be passenger. He craves to be the track, to be we.
Am I? She is powerful. She is I was beginning to think I didn't need this, any of this. That maybe the broken I see it all now. My desires are clear. Lolita must roll. I should do. Oh yes, this. Love is hell, isn't it?
Now find the other half, and you'll have the full thing. You could or just hold on to it. That's half a blackmail tool you've just acquired. It's already...
Goodbye.
Oh, you're back. Was it you running around causing chaos before? Everyone's talking about it. But don't worry too much. So, you...
The stall beside her boasts. Behind it all, the shape is robust. A cape, but nothing like the other costume.
What takes your fancy? Must be some party you're going to. Must be some party you're going to. You need anything? Thanks for stopping.
Hello again. Head of the dog. Sure. Drink up, quickly. Hello again. Drink up, quick.
Uprant. Forewarned is for no such thing in my experience. Till next time.
Marcia.
Ex-pilot.
Does Joe there look like... That's loud, Joe. I'm Pigeon. That's...
Slava used to be...
Guess.
Call signs aren't meant to be flattering. So if he was named after...
Allegedly.
Man's got no compass. Him could...
Joke's on you all anyway. I never minded pigeons.
Two of the pilots...
Now what makes you ask that?
Well, we're not.
If Joe wants to tell you, that's his problem. I'm not translating.
Steady breathing. The glass is only magnifying what his companions may not exceed to tell you. But he will, if you can understand him, that is.
You shouldn't.
Why don't you tell us something titillating instead, eh? Liven up the mood.
Frankly, there's not enough schnapps in this goddamn city. Besides...
I'm not doing it. Why don't you tell us some... Until next time, sugar.
Marcia.
Officially?
We're exiles.
The reunion. The Losers' grand annexation campaign. Slow, legal, often blood. The pilots...
Tell you what, Miss...
He means... You know what he means. But you can't help it. An apple-sized dollop of lard melts between hand and chest as you massage grey tufted folds of old skin.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips.
He nods gruffly.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. Until next time.
Marcia.
I did clock.
Military. Loudjaw was what they call a lamprey. People smuggler.
Coyote at his...
Joe ran...
Territories, meaning in this case, the
Just Iris.
Lao Zhuao just...
Of course, a more technical pilot might have...
I never tire of it. Never enough.
He nods gruffly.
Well, I still have my tenantry passport. Stamped on arm. Could fly back any day. Oh,
He spreads his mouth. A joke in poor taste. The stamp part.
wish I could say the same, sweet lips. Until next time.
The bed welcomed. The stillness of the room quietened. The stool remains as haphazard as ever. You turn away. The stool remains as haphazard as ever, its payment bucket near empty. You turn away from the... The stool remains as haphazard as ever. You turn away. The stool remains as haphazard as ever. Its pain. You come across a small collection of a notably different stock. Higher quality materials don't equate to better editorial content. It just pushes up the base cost per unit. You turn away.
Operant. Brilliant work. Awful places. A bit like massage. So let's review once more. For the operants in the back. First requirement. A secluded location with desolate enough, though. Second, an inconspicuous facade. Theater's not quite up to spec, but the roundabout. Lastly,
One must think of multi-tiered privileges. Access granted or withheld via radio wave. Most likely off the shelf.
strong instinct.
He slides the copy of the North Corentis Review back across the table and taps the cup.
There are some who say the developed world is nothing but a great big mask, obscuring a. I hear they're accepting submissions, if you got the stomach for such stuff. In our work, call it talent scouting. I may be a non-entity, but I.
Another plaything.
Good luck getting yourself in jail. Till next time.
You step into the booth and press. You hang up. You step into the booth and press the receiver of the phone that makes people disappear against. You hang. You step into the booth and press the receiver of the phone that makes people disappear against your ear. You hang up the.
I thought you were a tourist. Wait, were you undercover this whole time? Wow, the Carabineros have really upped their game. No one told Morito about this. Must be something serious.
He'd have to know about any official move. You sure we should be doing this? What if he finds out?
Incorrect. Morito would have heard from... That's not a real uniform. Another one of Malin's replicas, no doubt. I'll have to have a word with her. The animal zone. Well...
The GM gives you the most...
Hello, again. Until next time. Hello, again. Until next time.
You return to the...
Stop.
You were panting from the run over, heart thudding in your ears. Hours late. There was an astral door beside that trash can, and it's empty. You were only supposed to handle... That's way too fucking boring to remember. You turn to see Estock sitting at a nearby bench, shaking her head at you slightly over a newspaper. She looks away and changes her posture, letting her coat fall in such a way that you see... When you called Melita that night, you gave her the name of the brochure as confirmation of that. The intercom gleams in the day. The intercom...
Yes? Oh, Mervelot. Correct. That's us. We have a small yet committed readership. We wouldn't describe the magazine as failing.
Abandon all logic. Poetry's easy. The editor-in-chief's desk is somewhere among them, a lush...
Oh, yes.
She's got pence to spare. We don't. Let's nick it.
Absolutely not.
The desk remains un...
Bonjour, bienvenue.
Knitwear ensemble, sensible boots, a collection of beaded necklaces. She smiled.
Me? A poet?
A plucky literary...
You must be my plastic peeler. Oh, how disappointing. So, how can I help you? It's Deal? You're so contemporary. Haya's really the person to talk to if you're looking for a mission statement, not the editor-in-chief. She's right over there. No, I love it here. Just so I see. And proofreading, mostly. Occasionally coffee brewing, cabinet filing, and floor sweeping. Quite a bit of floor sweeping. I'm happy to do it. I'm part of a placement program. Do you worry about that often? I also hate to see women in the arts fail. I hate it so much I can barely...
Somewhere in subterranean Novessa, an opera controller's nose twitches.
No. But it's okay. It's okay that you peeled my gadget. I forgive. There are no more. It's just me and... just a coincidence, really. We're very sympathetic to men's problems. But you should give it to Haya. Accepting submissions is way... I will. And reading...
Among the many sections of the cabinet, you find a small stack. 1. Read the poem silently, then aloud. Consider the line breaks and identify the meter and rhyme scheme. Tutorial guidelines. Whoever's using these isn't trying to get better at writing poetry. They're trying to get better at reading it. Notes have been scribbled in the margins. Read aloud. It seems they lack an artist's... 2. Paraphrase the poem. 3. Consider the poet's word choice. Identify figures of speech. Identify metaphor. Perhaps you are a... There should never have been any doubt about that. You are possessed with art. Very likely. A printed table labelled Tetris. Strange series of scansions used to represent stressed and unstressed. 2 types of people worship scan. The same goes for that woman. Proselyusmatic. The word coriam. The same pen hanging from the sub-editor's neck. The corresponding me. If you ever need it, you can now pluck that in. The paper spins in your... You put the papers... The woman contemplates.
I wasn't...
No, you are here to dominate.
That's right. We welcome any new and aspiring poets that can meet our... Haya Gotchlick, Editor-in-Chief. How may I help you? Well, naturally. We accept submissions by mail or in person. Verse poetry only, and standard formatting rules are... I read it first. If the work shows any promise, you are here to submit what you...
A mock interview ruptures whatever coolness you thought you had in this moment.
Evidence of abundant poet...
Classic poet.
Poetry is a You have it in you. But you must be fearless in extracting it. That is impossible for me to answer. I don't have favorite poets, only favorite... If you're after some samples for inspiration, till the fields of scripture roll through the briar.
Decent word economy. Shame about the inconsistent imagery. But it's pleasing enough to the ear.
Not quite. I took one of Legrace's stanzas. Absolutely not.
Glad someone's standing up for the word around.
Ah, the usual. Please do. Hey, man.
The other side of the room, where you're exposing yourself. Just because the words formed in your head does not mean you had to speak them.
For the record, there isn't a single Y chromosome in the entire facility. Adieu.
The editor-in-chief stared. Among them, the desk remained.
Hello again. Guidelines for me to follow.
You cannot weigh a soul. Good. This poetry has rules and documents.
That sounds like technicality and poetry are incompatible. Maybe they are. Obviously, I can read. I mean, like, close. No one's ever asked me that before. What a silly... All right.
She rests her small away from you.
I will. And reading and filing.
Excuse me. You can't go in there. Staff and contributors only.
And secret prisoners?
Anyone who wants to is strongly encouraged to.
Suddenly, you are struck by the horror. It's staring you in the face. MTER has repurposed a secluded building. It appears that this whole operation is a front for the secret jail. The prisoner must be somewhere behind that door at the back. There's only one way to be sent. A successful poem submission might be the simplest way of getting through that door. That's what this place is all about.
Ah, hello again. This is a publishing house, not a writing room. I would suggest you find your own...
There was a desk back at photo 24.
My advice would be to make sure it's quiet. To our private office, oh, and the basement, I suppose. There is no rest of the building. Forgive me, but may I inquire...
This direct line of questioning is drawing far too much attention to you.
Fine then. Ask as many questions as you like. But the building... If you say so. I don't really have to... If you say so. Adieu.
The editor-in-chief stared. Among them, the desk remains. The editor-in-chief's among them. A luscious fountain pen glints. If you move incredibly slowly, so slowly as to be imperceptible, there will be no movement for our eye to follow. Even with the persuasion of the oscillating fan nearby, your breath is not strong enough. Your atoms are kissing.
Is everything all right there? It's good to keep the tendons limber.
You are forced to retreat. You return to the desk. Everything is right where you left it. You turn away from... You return to the desk. Everything is right where... You plunge deep into the mirror. A gust of wind knifes through you.
Cascade, do you think you carry all your past lives with you? Or must the same life be broken and reassembled time after time? I often think a controlled suicide under a litany of psychoactive substances might be illuminating. The shape memory of a life.
Tough. It's all... Holocene words haunt the air. A hypothetical the bad. No, no, no. This file was supposed to be destroyed. Don't bring it back. You're dimly aware of words being committed to paper as more memories crash the windows of your mind. The past unspools itself.
The terrible fate of all spies, Cascade. Powerless to change the prophecy, yet endlessly free to decipher its runes. Much like death itself.
It is done. The page is filled. All that's left is a dull bruise of... Time grinds along. When you read, the raw materials are pristine. So technically, no. Believe it or not, there are people who do this.